All right, welcome back here to Calling the Audible, Div 3. It is Simon.
I like
Peeze.
how you waited until we were on camera to stop talking about football. And we were off camera and you were talking about football.
Yeah, I know.
Awesome.
That's what I do.
Just A1.
Get ready
A1,
for the worst
Simon.
content now, though.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
He saves the worst for the show.
What?
That's the
I'm not
voice of
interesting
GM.
off air more. Peace.
Yeah,
We're on air.
You can attest
you're
to
on
that.
GM, Peeze, Simon, and of
Hi.
course Eagle here. It is Div 3.
What's up?
Let's dive into the week that was, and the big game that we all thought was going to be a little bit closer was
The Heroes?
2 HD Hometown Heroes. The HD winning 57-7.
I'm confused here.
I did some reporting.
Okay,
I
go
watched
on.
a bit
I
of
like
this game here.
reports.
You want to do like your on the field reporting, or you want my?
Let's put it this way.
So when you
Anthony
say
was-
on the field reporting, are you saying that as like a derogatory for someone who actually saw the game compared to secondhand accounts?
No, I'm saying because I spoke to players in the game, and so I have that part of the reporting, and one was there. So I think
to sum it up,
it's just there's two different ways to do the job, and we have the ability to do both right here.
to sum it up, in the way it was,
Yes.
Anthony Lazare had his ankles broken on one play, and I'm like, oof, this is ugly.
Okay.
This was
I'll make sure to
ugly.
sign this cast.
Well, he didn't literally break his ankles.
So what's your...
Look who's walking around with perfectly fine ankles.
Yeah. No, you know
Fake
what?
news,
No.
Mo. Fake news.
Okay, no.
Sad.
Give me something concrete here. Tell me what happened. Describe the game. Give me information.
It was a
that I
beatdown.
could use.
It was a complete beatdown.
Why?
Arminio Ardiluca, tough game. He threw 3 INTs in the first 10 passes that he had attempted.
Okay, why?
It was bad passes.
So the first.
So he did not play well. His
He didn't
receivers
play
did not play
well.
well.
So I
no one
spoke.
played well.
I spoke
No
to
one
Joey
played well.
Taylor, and I said, "Yo, what the f, man?
What's up, Joey Tays?
Yeah, Joey Tete, tell me what's up." And he said, honestly, they're a great team. Erminio Yadaluca threw a pick six, I believe, on the first throw of the game,
Yeah.
and
To Shaq Lattimore.
it completely rattled him, and he was not the same, and he just lacked confidence throughout the game. And basically, what happened was from that moment, he could no longer read the 2.5 Dan's defense.
So, did 2.5 Dans do to Hometown Heroes what Hometown Heroes did to Dad Bods?
Or Brotherhood?
Like,
Which
is- Brotherhood,
no,
yeah.
no, but it was more like quick interceptions, shattering the confidence, and then from there.
Well,
like,
Shaq
it was-
Lattimore
But this
had
is
a big-
another level. This was
Shaq-
like meltdown level.
Yeah, Shaq Lattimore had a big influence in this game on both sides of the football. And when I say he broke Anthony Lazare's ankles, like it just summarized what that game
Pipe.
was.
No,
Like
but,
he caught the ball literally, and he made one cut, and boom, he was gone. It just showed how far they are ahead of them in the curve of the development of the players.
But as a quarterback, if your first pass, usually it's like your most successful play. It's the one that you're pretty much guaranteed to complete, even if it's small yards. Goes for a pick six, and when that happens, when that moment happens, and you look back at what you did, and you cannot figure out what happened, like you see it back in your head over and over, and you cannot figure out what the DB was doing, what coverage was happening. Where do you go from there? What's your next play?
So
You can't go back to what you usually do.
from what Joey described, and I've been watching a lot of Marvel's The Punisher on Netflix.
Yes.
Awesome.
It's
by the way, if you
amazing.
haven't seen it. You know, like that sound when like the bomb goes off and it's just that piercing, like "Wee."
Yeah.
Like that's what I picture was inside Arminio Yadaluca's head
But-
after throwing that interception.
But I could see it.
Yeah,
No, but I could see it because once your go-to play does not work and ends in the worst possible scenario.
well, I mean, worst possible scenario is
It's
like
a
the
pick six.
field erupts in an earthquake.
okay, so
Okay, guy.
here's
It's
the
the
thing
worst.
though.
No,
If
but-
these guys met next week, how closer would the scoreline be then?
Well, I mean, you're not going to lose by 50 points again.
I
No, you
I
won't,
don't
but-
honestly. I
but-
don't like this matchup for Hometown Heroes because the 2.5 the things because we debate Joey Taylor so much, we don't talk about how good the 2.5 Dan's defense actually is.
we do.
And sorry,
We do.
not enough.
Okay.
I we're at like we talk about it.
We
like,
digress.
give it
Continue,
7
please.
points.
Continue.
Should be at 9. But the thing is that I think it's a bad matchup here because
I agree.
it'll have Arminio Yadaluca forcing passes where he hasn't had to all season. He hasn't had to play hero ball.
But this bad of a loss.
It won't be this bad though.
No,
Like,
it won't be this bad. But this bad of a loss makes it so that now he doesn't want to play 2.5 dance this
Mhm.
season again.
But do you believe that's your
so
belief?
the thing you said last
That's
show.
your belief.
The thing you said last show, like, well, nobody ever says they don't want to play a team again in the playoffs.
No, but
You just said that.
Turn off his
Yes.
mic, please.
yes, no, I said that.
If you look at
Done.
I mean,
You should let him talk, man.
he did go 20 for 26 in this game. If you think about it, Armenia.
He throws a very catchable ball.
Anyway, so Peeze, when you think about this game now and the context of it, are you surprised that Joey Taylor had 7 TDs or the fact that Armenia threw 6 INTs? I think it's 6 INTs. I didn't think
6 because
There's no
if
way
you
we
give
thought
Joey
that.
Taylor the ball, he'll score.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what is 6 INTs? Like, how were these INTs? Is it?
It's bad.
Are you forcing deep throws and you get picked off on a jump
So-
ball, or are you shooting at DBs?
When
at
guys make a great play or you miss a throw, those aren't necessarily bad interceptions. Bad interceptions are you make a bad decision and
Yeah.
the other team punishes you
Yeah.
for it. And that's what this was.
but all 6 of them
No, but the ball.
were some jump balls that usually you win, and this time
The
it didn't
bulk
go?
of them were
It-
Armenia Yadaluka forcing balls to receivers that weren't open.
But is this okay from a context of competitive standpoint of 2 really good teams? Is this is this the worst loss you've seen in the regular season of 2 top tier teams
Yes.
going head to head
Yes.
This season?
ever?
Well, not ever.
I mean, I don't remember, but it's let's
But
use
recollection.
recency bias and say yes, because the last thing we saw is always the best or worst thing. Then yes,
Seattle Seahawks versus
Oh my God.
Denver
Stop that.
Broncos Super Bowl.
Walk out the door, please. Stop.
turn your own mic off.
Yes. All right.
No, but like,
and
That was like
close
the
it.
statistically greatest offense of all time that just got like
Annihilated.
pounded.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
GM was very happy that
in,
day.
in this case, I don't know. Like a 50, the 50-point difference isn't the staggering point to me. It's the 6 picks. Like,
It's the way that the 50 points get on the board.
it's the 6 picks. It's how do you go from that? They need to play someone else and to get going fast next game because you need to build that confidence.
So to come full circle to this is that we talk about how Division 3 in particular is very matchup contingent.
Yes.
And I think that were these 2 teams to face off again either in the playoffs or if this game was played again next week, we would see the same outcome, not necessarily as big of a disparity between the 2. And they're talking right now, and I'm trying to look at you and like filter them out.
Yeah,
But
If only they could text.
yeah, if only, right? I think that the result would be the same,
I'm
but it would be
inclined to agree
it
with
would
you.
be a closer game.
Yeah.
But again, like matchup contingent. Like if
I think it's a bad matchup for hometown heroes, like I said, but it would be a closer game. It's never going to be a 50-point game again.
Well, if they were to meet again, I think
Mo's mic is still off. Good job. Use your goddamn phone.
if they were to meet again, I think it'd be a slightly closer game.
yeah,
Yes.
it won't be 57-7, but the Dans are winning.
But it'll be 35 to
But
14.
The impression I
It'll be,
get
you know,
from Simone is that
57-32.
I don't
but
think they'll score 50.
okay, but the impression I get from you, Simone, is that you're saying that Armino Aduluka is mentally shot playing this team. Like,
Well, if exactly what you said was you're going up against a team that you don't know what to do against, you don't want that matchup again because
Do
you're
you-
going to come up into the game with the same mentality that my plays don't work, and you start rattled a little bit.
Do you want hometown heroes remaining schedule, or do we do that later?
We'll
do that later.
Okay.
Because we're going to talk about
That's
those.
because I brought it up. But we'll
Right.
do that later.
What about a team, and I spoke to this gentleman who was on our airways last week, Alex Hollowak's Purple Rain.
They're back.
Beat and Hollowak said, "Hey Mo, the last 3 games I've thrown 21 TDs."
You didn't say
crazy.
that. You didn't say that.
He told me that on Monday.
Oh, okay, but he didn't say it on air because he's not
No,
that kind of
but
guy.
last week
Don't
he's
make him
thrown
to be
that.
someone he's not.
They look.
You
I
started
think-
with FU Mo.
They've recovered.
21 touchdowns.
They recovered from their debacle loss to Darksiders, which they were literally 4
The-
guys. in
Five-siders.
yeah, exactly.
But Purple Rain is a good team.
But are we seeing the true Purple Rain now?
Well, but they've kind of been playing well and not getting rewarded for it early in the season.
Agreed.
So you kind of know that they were going to, like, their fortunes would turn at some point.
Yeah, it was a
Like-
matter of time.
They coming into the season were going to be sort of 5-5, 6-4 team, I believed. So, and I still think they'll end in that realm. But like, you kind of expect that kind of team to win one, lose one, win one, lose. But instead it was like lose a bunch, now win a bunch. You know,
But they started off the season a little bit backward against when they played lightweight. Is they had the game that was theirs to win, and Alex Olak threw a stupid interception in the red zone. Like,
They've had some ugly losses though.
yeah, but after that tie, they had some ugly losses, and then they couldn't find the rhythm, and the guys were missing, and they didn't have everybody at the same time.
they haven't lost by more than a touchdown. What ugly?
But
but that's what I'm saying. It's what I'm saying is GM, like they've had sort of like games can go like one play can change a game, right?
Terry Tam, no one cares. Continue, Peeze.
So the games have gone like they just haven't gone in their favor. So they've played well enough to win games. They just haven't gone their way. So it happens.
Take for example the Darkstars game. They were up 3 scores on you
where,
guys.
where
3 scores.
Terry Tam, as he mentioned, he was not there for that game,
who
and
cares?
I actually kind of
Yeah.
do care. I'm sorry, Terry, but
But
that's not the reason they lost that
they were
game.
up 3 scores against Darksiders,
Yep.
and they lose to a handicapped team. But then you play an ODB's team the week before, you lose by 2 to them. ODB isn't a good team.
They're not
a
bad.
good team. No, they're not a good team. I seen 4 games, and they do not look like a Division
So
3
they're the
team.
worst Division 3 team.
I don't think they're the worst, but they're at the bottom of the
Who's
division.
who's with the bottom?
I just think
I want the Mokan to take statements here. I want to see Mokan go all out on teams. Who's the worst team in
then we'll
Division
see his
Any team with
Achilles.
Terry Tam.
We'll see his Achilles next week and if how he backtracks on them all.
Whoa, I think ODB's a really good team right now, actually.
Well, we're gonna see him backtrack a little bit later on the show.
Well,
Am I the
Ludicrous.
only one who's worried that Holloway only put up 2 extra points on 7 TDs?
Yes,
that's math.
Good man.
you are the only one that's worried because like
Also, he's leading the league in yards.
he just throws so many touchdowns that I don't think it'll matter that much.
Other games that caught your attention, gentlemen?
Top sauce.
Go ahead, yeah.
We have to talk about it at some point.
Vince Nardone suffering an injury, and
Yeah.
well, we're gonna watch it though, game of the week. So let's not spend too much time on it.
Okay,
But
so quickly.
Vince Nardone gets hurt. Justin Blanchard comes in. He was all about it. He's like, yeah, I got this.
Whoa!
Put me in, GM.
Whoa!
Jim,
I'm
elaborate.
the greatest.
What happened in that
I'm
game
the
with you
greatest of all
guys?
time.
Peeze is continuing to push the Justin Blanchard is an asshole narrative.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
actually, it was unfortunately the opposite, is that I pushed him in. And
Was it your decision?
Pardon?
Was it your decision?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
GM, you don't need to fall into play like that.
So, first throw was an interception, and then
second
on
throw
the
was an
subsequent drive, a pick 6 came from an ill-advised throw, but admittedly, Chris Miard not running his route
No, it's the,
at all.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if he didn't think the ball was coming to him, or that Justin wouldn't really put it in that tight a window. But
He
Oh, no.
as a
no, he
managerial
stopped.
decision,
Yeah.
when your starting QB goes down, you kind of want to put in the only other player who has FPF experience
Yeah.
at the quarterback.
I was gonna say
position.
you didn't have much of a choice but to put Justin Blanchard at quarterback.
No, well, it was the right decision. The only guy on the team that played quarterback before, and you have a strong lead.
Yeah.
All Justin had to do was not throw an interception.
But the thing is, what he did say was after having not played quarterback for a year and being thrust in that position, everything was just happening too fast.
Yep.
Yeah, but it was also I score kept the game. It was also the feeling as soon as Nardone went down, as
The
soon
air
as
was let out.
he was
The momentum changed.
Yeah, the team gave up. Top Sauce stopped playing. They just wanted to leave the field, go home, and forget about the night. But the game, there was still about 7-8 minutes left in the game, and LGM capitalized, and everything that Justin Blanchard wanted to do did not work. He hits GM on a drag for not even a yard. He tries to go for the Chris Millard on a slant, miscommunication, pick 6. Like it's just bad luck that turned into Top Sauce losing the game. It's more to LGM's luck, I guess. Like they got lucky to win that game, and it
A
to
win's
them
still a win, though.
Yeah,
But,
but
okay.
to them the record's better now. But you guys, it doesn't really matter, anyways.
But in defense of you guys,
Being top sauce.
the belief is that Nardone will be healthy for next game.
Too soon to tell.
So can I betray a trust for a joke? But it's your trust, and I feel bad.
Yes,
Without context, I can't really answer that either way. So
yes.
I'll text it to you.
It's gonna be too long.
You guys continue your
It's gonna be
conversation.
Okay, so Simone,
Terry Tam
we can
also
wait.
lost his fantasy game to Doug McKernan in Div 3 because
good.
of
I'm
that
glad
injury.
Doogie won that game. All right, Terry. I mean Simone.
Yes. Hi.
If short term, long term, do you say if you're Vince Nardone, do you sit out next week and rest out for the playoffs because you will be
Well,
going?
we don't know what his injury is. We have no idea. So if it's just a bruise and he's hurt and it's like it stings a little bit, yes, sit out next week. It doesn't matter. The team's in a good position.
Yeah,
Take need a rest the time that you need to heal up
yeah,
because the remaining season for you does not matter.
right. What about this though? Do you think Top Sauce has become bored?
Define. What do you mean bored?
Minus the Laval finals
Too
loss.
easy game. Too many easy
A
games.
lot of relatively
No.
easy games.
They
They
play-
steamrolled their
no,
town.
they-
Besides the finals loss.
No, man. The way they play, it feels like every game's a championship game. They go all out every single time, which feels very weird. But without
It's weird to watch a team put up points, eh, Simo?
I know. I never.
So bizarre.
I've never been there before. It's just the way, like, without Vince, Top Sauce is just not the same team. And it's not just him as a quarterback.
So you think
but
Derek Carr
It's
for
Vince
them.
as a leader.
yeah, Vince is a leader. Vince as a defensive player. What he brings to the team is
Also,
huge.
the only quarterback on the team. Once
Well,
again.
yeah.
That's the big
So you
thing.
think Derek Carr for them, essentially. Derek Carr went down for the
Yes,
Raiders, right?
yeah,
and
similar.
then they were discombobulated.
Yeah,
But I mean, even the Raiders are in a better position because they still have a backup quarterback. You know what I mean? Like,
But they didn't have
like
a back
the-
quarterback,
But
though, right?
but I'm saying some teams have 2 or 3 guys who are okay to throw the ball. Justin Blanchard's been my quarterback. He's fine as a low division quarterback.
But
Division 3
how
is
high did Justin Blanchard go as a quarterback?
Division 5.
But
5A.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's a big
And he
jump.
also
though,
Yes,
right?
that's
and he
huge.
also beat Top Sauce in the playoffs.
Yeah.
yes,
Interceptions by this guy.
twice.
You're proud of that, huh?
Very.
I can see that.
Vince was very mad about that.
All right, so I'll ask you this question, Peeze. If you're Vince Nardone, do you say, you know what, we have a comfortable lead in first place in our division. Let me take the next week off or 2 weeks off.
I think he won't.
The
I
competitor.
honestly, anytime it's your knee, man, get that stuff checked. But I don't think he will. I think he'll be out in the field, and
I guess we'll see.
let's hope it's not a major injury because A, it always sucks, and B, especially if it's a guy like Vince, definitely want to see him out there and definitely hope for the best.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, look, right now, who was the best team? We were talking about hometown heroes, right?
Finest.
So 2HD.
Laval's finest.
Well, we'll talk about Laval's finest soon.
That's the
2HD.
best team.
Well, in the division that is right now in West. 2HD took out hometown heroes, correct?
Yes.
2HD lost to the Brotherhood, correct?
Yes.
Brotherhood lost to hometown heroes. So who was the best team in between those three?
It's almost like this division is matchup contingent.
It's like this the entire Division 3.
it's
Okay,
like-
that's what you mean.
The show we're trying to tell Mokan is about matchups. 2.5 times the better team.
I think, man, but I don't remember. I thought Division 3 was going to be a crapshoot. I thought it was going to be very top heavy, but it's been the opposite.
But
it's been
the reason why I
awesome.
bring this up,
Like-
though, the wins by these three teams have been blowouts with each other,
Mhm.
right? Hometown heroes
Yep.
roll
But
on Brotherhood,
anyone
right?
can beat anyone and make anyone look bad on any given week in
Yep.
this division.
Which is amazing.
I mean, let's say the top 80% of teams.
So what's a bad matchup for 2.5 Dans with these teams? It's obviously
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood is
right?
an awful matchup for
Yeah,
2.5
Brotherhood's a
Dans.
terrible
Dad
matchup.
Bows is not a great matchup for them.
Agree. Purple Rain.
Purple Rain, that one's like a fair, like a 50-50
Because all the likes of
matchup.
Kryptonite.
Yeah.
He likes to say he is. Yeah, but then again, 2.5 times are very, very strong against other teams in the division. So it's like if when playoffs come, it's gonna come down to who they're facing rather than the seeds and who
And
falls.
But even how well they play within that game, because again, it's like
well, yeah, but
nobody in Division 3 is beating anyone 10 out of 10 times. Period.
no, 100%. I don't think there's any single team in Division
So what
3.
ratio are we looking at? 60-40, 50-50?
In most cases, yeah.
As a collective right now, I've never heard us say so little by saying
Yeah,
so
I know.
much.
I know. We're saying so many words that mean nothing. You're right.
Yeah.
We suck. Let's move
Feels
on.
like my
Thank you.
articles.
Yes.
What about Laval's finest, though? Who can throw them right now? Is there anyone out there that you think has a competitive
If they don't make
chance?
the finals, it's a. How do you say this?
Disappointing season?
Yes, we'll go with that.
It's definitely their season to win.
I'm not saying they should win the championship, but they should be in the finals. They should be that Conference B representative in the finals.
Mhm.
And if they're not, then it's on them because they did not play well enough.
Yeah, I agree.
So you're saying that it's going to be like self errors by them. That's
Unlike Conference A, where I think anybody could kind of make it there, Conference B, it's Laval's finest to lose.
KGP? No, not even.
They're
DTM?
good, but they're not
No.
as good. The Laval's finest, the clear-cut number one.
I agree.
But no one at all.
Nobody
so,
at all.
So you,
I think they're the best team in the division.
So you're gonna
And I think conference, there's less teams that pose a problem for them in Conference B
so
than,
you
than
can
in
put
Conference A.
them right now in the Div 3 finals today.
That's what we just.
Yes, punch a ticket.
So,
Sorry, GM.
Do you have any response to
It's because
that?
I need
But
you to work
like-
the finals.
Yeah, that's fair. Just playing devil's advocate with my own team. Top Sauce have been criticized because they don't have the matchups have been they haven't faced steep competition, similarly to Laval's finest. But
Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
but when they played you guys,
okay,
but that's what I'm basing this on. Is Laval's finest has been steamrolling, and when they played the other team that could compete with them in Conference B, they won. fair and square. So with that in mind, they should be the number
But
one.
they still have that same criticism, though, is that
Well,
like,
yes.
they're facing that over. So then, by
But-
that logic,
but they're not-
Conference A is where the champion team is going to come.
I'm not saying they should win the championship. I'm saying they should make the finals,
Okay.
hands down.
Quite
Yes.
awkward pause over there.
Yeah, thank you, host.
I
for
mean,
hosting.
I just been saying yes for the last 3 minutes.
I spoke to Alex Howick about this. the other
Yes.
day. And I know we spoke about it last week with the Darksiders, right? And I went a little bit more in depth with their wins, right? So 4 of the 5 wins have come by 2 points or less. So
It's Darksiders way, man. That's what we do.
6-2 plus minus.
We let teams
0.
catch up. We have to win it last drive. But like even like if you look at this past week, I wasn't there, so I had to get the accounts from people that were at the
Hi,
field.
Matt.
Essentially, Darksiders led by 3 scores the whole first half. Second half, they led by 2 scores the entire and then basically we allowed a touchdown in garbage time, and we called the game.
So
So it was a 2-score game at least throughout.
But I feel like the if you look at the stat line only, you guys are 6-2
Mhm.
plus minus 0.
Yeah.
You cannot make it's exactly your season.
Yeah.
Is you lost some very
Well,
very terrible games, like
2
the
of them.
first game against the Malud.
Yeah, but that one.
But exactly.
Week 1, I don't
But then
look at.
you kind of catched up on those points, but not so much. Like you're never blowing out teams.
But
It's-
but Simon, you said this about Darksiders when you wrote for the division. You would always say Darksiders is not a team that blows out teams,
No, it's not.
and it's to our detriment, by the way, in the past in the
Yes,
playoffs. That
because
but
it
is
hurts
that,
us.
is
'Cause
that
it's
not
always
a benefit,
close.
though, for you guys that, hey, in a close game, you know what
No.
it takes to win?
No, because
No,
winning
it's
close games is not a skill. It's you put yourself in a chance to win, and then
But
hopefully it works out.
But Darksiders is the other way around. It's never that they're down the point and they have to score to win, and they always do. It's sometimes
Defense usually makes a stop. to win
yes,
the game.
or it's sometimes they're up 2 scores and the other team just scores in garbage time and they call the game because there's no more time.
Maybe
left.
Jim can answer this question. If the Darksiders are the overall number 1 seed, would it be the first time maybe that we have a team that's in the minus and the plus minus department here as a 1 seed?
You'd have to run numbers on that.
Yeah. I'm just thinking
As
that
I don't remember one.
seed.
as a 1 seed, as a number 1 overall seed in Conference A playoffs, has there ever been a team that has been in the minus in the points?
Let's check that out.
If there's stupid records, Darksiders will have it.
That sounds like a stupid record.
Yeah.
I think it's unlikely because as a 1 seed, there's probably been some teams that were like 10-0, so you cannot have a negative plus minus.
Okay, so that sorry,
But there may have been a 7-3 team or 6.
6-4 could have had it.
So the 1 seed of a specific conference, right? Like
Any
conference
team.
A or conference
No,
B.
it means
any team
overall.
that-
You meant
yeah.
overall.
Well,
not
no, this as the
conference.
first seed in
A
the
first seed
conference.
heading into the playoffs
Yeah,
with a
have
negative
they
plus
ever
minus.
been in the minus for plus minus?
Love cows.
But you
They were
went
in the
first
1 seed,
Well,
though.
were they with the 1
They
seed?
were
though?
like it was in conference B. Like it was.
But, okay,
split
so
up.
let's go be more precise. How about like a superior win-loss record? Like a team that goes 8-2 is going to be minus 20.
Where are you going with this?
I'm just curious to know because I've never seen a team who holds the 1 spot have a like a minus in the whole thing.
I agree.
Win close, lose bad.
Yeah, but you need to not lose very often to be the 1 seed.
Yeah.
So it's a particular scenario. It's kind of fun to see.
Yeah.
Because it shows that everybody could win any game. You lost to Malud, and Malud can't win much.
Yes. But again, it's a week. That's again.
Yeah.
We were losing to anybody. We were losing to a Division 5 team that week.
But
It didn't matter who we were playing against. We were losing that week. We kind of knew going in. This is gonna be a bad game.
Yeah, but the point is still that it shows in this division that there's no gimmies.
No, of course.
Every game
That's
is
the
close.
thing we've been saying.
Every game is fun.
Yes, next.
And Darksiders, even as a potential first seed, is a testament to that.
Purple Rain, Dabbas, R4D, ODBs hold the last 4 playoff spots. Your lightweight are in the 9th hole. They
Aye.
almost pulled off the victory over Dabbas.
Yes.
The real Simon was out there, and Simon
The real
Dutour,
Simon, okay.
not Simon Dagenet.
Yeah, Simon from.
Does
Simon
lightweight
Champ
jump
Mega
back in, and do we see any of these teams falling out?
So
Objectively, it's going to come down to next week, not this week, next week's game against ODBs.
lightweight faces 2.5 Dans, and then ODBs and Hometown Heroes.
I mean, it's not the easiest of schedule.
No, but it's not easy for the opposing teams either.
Also true.
I think they're all good games, to be honest.
Yes,
Um,
I like to think so.
If you don't do that thing where you have the terrible Simon game against a good defense, you should beat ODBs. But I can also see them picking you off 4 times.
Yes, but we could also see us picking them 4 times. It could be the ugliest of games.
Yeah, I'm not watching that one.
That's gonna be fun.
0%.
Everybody's gonna have so much fun.
No, not me. Not people watching the game.
People
Yes,
need
you
to
go.
vote a game of the week.
Oh, that would be great. I always lose on game of the week,
That
so
way
don't do
everyone has
that.
to watch it.
Sorry?
I always lose on game of the week, so please don't.
By the way, Bearskins, what has happened to this team?
Define what has happened, because this is exactly what I predicted from Bearskins.
Well, look, there's no Pappers in Sasa Pappers here.
No, but this is the Bearskins that we know. They're never a powerhouse. They get some upsets. They get some games going their way, and then there's some very bad games.
Okay, so does Dirty Dogs maybe jump them
I
for a
don't think
playoff
so.
spot?
Dirty Dogs, they're not competitive enough. The games are close. They're scoring a lot of points, but they have no defense.
I don't even really understand how they score a lot of points, to be honest.
But
First of all, they've already played 8 games.
But they allow so many points, though.
And so the Bearskins, yeah. But they faced Les Malud and LGM.
I mean, they're winnable.
They got cracked Dirty Dogs by KGP on the weekend.
Yeah, but
last
those are
weekend.
winnable
Yeah.
games for Dirty Dogs.
I'd say Les Malud is and LGM is not.
LGM is better than we've been giving them credit for.
Yeah.
But the problem with LGM is their roster inconsistency. One week they have Fred Speed, the following week they have Alex Lever. This week they have Marc-André Reeves.
Who's gonna be eligible for them for quarterback then?
I have no clue.
Right now,
Maybe-
Probably Alex Lever.
Alex Lever needs to
he-
play.
I feel like there's an
Alex
easy
Le-
answer to that
But
question.
he's only played 4 games. He needs to play the next 2.
Yeah.
No, he's missing next week's.
So then he's not playoff
I have
eligible.
confirmation he's missing next
Oh no, but
week's
they have
game.
3 games left. They have 3 games left. Sorry. So he
he's
may be playoff.
He's going to need to play the last 2. So if he missed one of those games for whatever reason, he's not playoff eligible.
Yeah.
Because I know he's not here. He wasn't here this week. He's not there next week. So hopefully they'll find a sub for him, which I'm pretty sure they will.
Alex Lever, don't get food poisoning.
For drop the mic though, the 2 ties, will that be their downfall?
Or their
Man, I want
upfall. What's the opposite of downfall?
Uprising.
Uprising.
Up jump.
uprising. Yeah.
Up jump.
Up jump.
Solid. I like it.
Well, I mean, look, Dirty
Tower
Dogs
cast.
has 2 games left. They have 4 points. Junkyard Dogs have 3 games left. They're at 3 points. DTM, they win one more game and they're at 8, and they're hard to catch at that point, right?
Yeah.
Well, they won't be caught by the bottom.
And you know what, man?
They'll be all right.
They're gonna be an interesting team in the playoffs.
Drop the mic.
TTM?
Drop the mic, yeah.
The one thing I like about
Because
Drop the Mic,
it doesn't make sense to me that they're not winning.
the one thing I like about Drop the Mic is if you play them in the playoffs, I'm confident they're going to put up 35.
Yes.
Can you also put up 35, 40 against them? Possibly. Could you also have a bad,
yes.
could you also have a bad week and put up only 30 and they put up 36? Very plausible.
Yeah, like if you have a game where you throw an interception and you miss on a 4th down, all of a sudden they're up.
No, but there's
they've scored 40 and you're at 28. Yeah, it's a tough game.
But I could see Drop the Mic just not being stopped the entire game. All you have to do is make one mistake and you lose the playoff game.
So in the event that Laval's Finest play Drop the Mic in the first week of the playoffs, what happens?
First one to 50 wins, maybe.
That's going to be a great game.
First one to 50 probably might win. You have probably, well, not the top 2 offenses, but the top 2 prolific offenses that can.
Yeah,
drop
that
points
also
when they
feels
want
like the one game that could be a trap game for the Laval's Finest.
So you're saying that could be the trickier event.
The trickier matchup.
Yeah.
But there's also a very likable chance that it never happens, that they never face each other.
Matt Kerouac will never lose to Peeze or Simon
See.
in football or in life.
Well, life's too late, but
Wait,
he
but
already
has
had a
Kerouac
kid.
lost? He's never lost to these guys, no?
No, when
I don't think I played against Kerouac in my first season.
Yeah,
They won.
last time I played against Kerouac, I wasn't playing. But yeah, like a 200-yard game against us, it was terrible.
That was in the spring, no?
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't. It was
It's when
last
he-
winter. It was
It's when he was playing with
Darksiders.
Darksiders.
He was replacing for Darksiders, and he got a jump ball the last minute and a half against like 4 guys. I still don't get it. He finished like 196.
I mean,
yards.
he's gonna lose this week.
Oh,
so
was
there's
that the roster game?
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yes,
remember.
you remember that, you
Yes,
were
I
there.
remember that.
It forced
Yes,
the rule change.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that was
yes.
Matt Kerouac. I listen. I still don't understand how he did it, but
Yeah,
that was the last time
he
I played against
killed
him.
your team, Mike.
I wasn't there though, so I was on the sidelines. I wasn't playing,
I know.
so I'll pretend like it didn't count.
All right, it is now time for.
Games of the week.
All right,
Da,
I
da, da,
like
da.
that one.
Junkyard Dogs against the QB Movement.
elimination game. I'm going to take the Junkyard Dogs to win.
Yeah, give me
No,
Junkyard
no,
Dogs as the upset.
No, give me AK-14.
Adrian Kelman.
Which is
Adrian Kelman.
yeah.
From
For
QB
the
movement.
3 people who know who that is, good job. Give
Thank
me
you.
the majority.
They're all in that in
Thank
this
you.
room at least.
Well done. I know.
No, you.
And Adrian Kelman at home.
I don't think
Miles
even he knows that that's his nickname.
Goodwin. That Smoke calls him that way, not me.
Apparently, Matt
Which means
Kerouac
nothing.
is the best jump ball, has the best jump ball in the league according to Terry Tam.
Okay, but Terry Tam's not.
I think
really
they're
good
together
source.
right now in some computer room.
I don't think so.
like on a trampoline where they defy gravity.
That space thing where you float.
Les Malud against Dirty Dogs.
Another good game.
Another elimination game.
Don't say good game.
Well, define good.
Dirty Dogs upset. I don't like it.
No, Malud.
Yeah, but I think there's gonna be a few chippy incidents.
I think the way Dirty Dog plays is good for the matchup wise.
Hometown Heroes against Purple Rain.
Give me
It's a
Prince.
good game.
Yeah, give me Alex all the way.
I'm throwing in an extra one. Drop
Purple
the mic,
Rain.
Bearskins.
Drop the mic.
Drop the mic.
Yeah.
DTM.
Ooh, Bearskins going down.
All right. Magic words, please.
If Sesame Street were more street,
Less Sesame.
Simon Dagenet would be cred.
it's all about being credit. You're not credit.
We should talk about street cred next podcast. Walk on. Street cred.
It's his favorite topic.
You might leave.